Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we have the brand new Xolo Chromebook. Now all must be knowing what a Chromebook is, but those few of you who do not know, Chromebook is basically a machine that runs on the Chromium OS from Google. Now Chromium OS is very similar to the Chrome browser that you definitely must be using. We're gonna show you all those, but first that's the laptop, the Chromebook, and it costs just under 13,000 here in India, 12,999, and with this you get this 2 ampere power adapter and your manual. So first let's take a look at the hardware here. It's an 11.6 inch display Chromebook. So it's all made of plastic, both on the front as well as on the back here, but you have a very nice matte finish and it won't attract fingerprints and greases both above and here. This part attracts a bit, yeah, because it's like different kind of it's also matte, it's more plastic. This kind of matte and very nice rubbery feeling here. So very good. And then you have the Xolo logo and the Chrome logo here. This is not exactly your thinnest Chromebook or thinnest laptop, if you will, at about 1.5 grams. It's also not the thinnest. I think it's just under 18 mm at the thickest point. Let's check out some of the ports now. Let's start from your list. So you have the microphone port there, USB port, and then your Kensington lock. Not much on the back apart from the hinge. Then you have the power port there, full HDMI port, another USB port, and then your micro SD card slot. Nothing much on the front around here. On the back, and that could be a design fault here or design downside. You can see the speakers are situated directly at the bottom. So whenever you're placing this on a maybe if you're placing this on a flat surface, because of this good rubber legs, the sound will come out properly. We'll check that. But when you keep this on let's uneven surface, let's say a bed or a sofa where these legs do not do much good, then your sound output might be obstructed. In fact, we have tested it and we're gonna tell you all those in due times. Once you open this, you'll see that's the 11.6 inch screen here. It's a TFT screen, does not have a very good viewing angle, and you have a 1 megapixel camera there which records HD, and then mic and all those kind of stuff. And there it boots up very quickly. That's one of the best thing about the Chromebook. You have your power button, and then you can see nice island style keyboard here. And now the inside, the area around the keys is very glossy. It's not like the outside. So this kind of feels a little cheesy and all these textures and all. The trackpad is good enough. It's matte and it kind of takes your gestures and all. The mouse buttons are not demarcated, but you can feel good tactile feedback. Even from the keys have very good tactile feedback. Now this keyboard is slightly different from your usual PC keyboard. For example, you see, instead of I think this here you have the caps lock button, where you have search button out here and some other things, but you can just change the keyboard here, yeah, to map these keys separately. The same can be done by just by tapping Shift and Alt key together. Now the hinge here is very tough and rugged, and it's not gonna budge that easily. This part also, it's very well built. So overall, the whole system is very well built on all sides. It's just that this part around the keys feel a little cheesy, and well, they probably kind of tried to make it a fusion something. So let's come to the user interface and the display now. So once you switch on your Chromebook and then unlock your Google account, just like your Android phone, this one also takes a Google account. Now having said that, and I'll stress upon this particular point again and again, is that think of the Chromebook just like your Android phone. Well, mostly at least. So immediately you'd see that it would ask for a Wi-Fi network, because the Chromium OS is totally dependent on a stable, good Wi-Fi connection. Although there are apps you can run which can run offline, but immediately it will ask you for Wi-Fi if you want to sign into your own account. So I'm gonna join a Wi-Fi, but before that I want to show you the display. It's a TFT display, 11.6 inch diagonal, 1366 by 768 pixels, and it does not have very good viewing angle. You can see here, you can see it starts to discolor very quickly at about 60 degrees. But it's matte finish, so it's not gonna be very reflective straight on. So once you're all set, you will need the Chrome browser to work on all connected tasks, but you also can have various offline apps. You can simply go here and see all apps. So you see, but all these are from Google mainly, but you can download, of course, many third-party apps from the web store. You have the Chrome browser, which is your primary point of contact, and then you also have the Google Productivity Suite. All these run offline, so Google Slides and Forms and Docs. You get 100 GB of Google Drive space for 2 years. Google Maps and Google Play, of course you can store your music and then play them offline. Playbook, you can download books and play offline, play movies offline. So all these are offline, of course, but the main action is on the Chromium browser. The main thing here is to stay connected, and you need to be connected to be able to work on the Chromium OS, apart from those that you've already downloaded and stored. So on the move, while on the move, you would need a connection to work on the Chromium OS, but of course you can work on the offline apps for that particular time, and then you can sync it later whenever you connected your Chromebook. So the Chrome OS, as you can see, is identical to the Chrome browser actually is identical to the Chrome browser that you use on your PC or Mac. There's absolutely no difference. All tab run independent of one another. They are independent programs, and similar is the case with the app. So you have two kind of things: one is extension and one is app. The extension are like this, which run on the browser, and the apps are like this, which I showed you here, which run independent of the browser. Now you have some of the connectivity options here, and also there's some important apps that I should show you, like this file manager here as it goes. Now while I'm showing you all this user interface, do not think of a PC or a Mac. Think of an Android, and you'll find everything very, very similar. Just like you set up your Android phone, you need to punch in your Google account, and then it goes and sync everything, and you need to be online most of the time to work on your phone. You can of course have offline, your Gmail can be offline, I think offline, but to do anything connected, of course you need to have an internet connection. They continuously sync and everything. I mean, this Chrome actually, many people say that you always need to be connected on a Chromebook, so it's not good for places where you do not have a good internet connection. But even in today's date, even on PC or Mac, we are almost always connected. We stream music, we stream movie, and I think those days are long gone when you actually go ahead and download all the music and then listen to it. A lot of people do that, of course, but this trend is more and more common now to stream music, or to stream movies, to write online. You have Evernote, you have Google Docs and all those things. Of course you have Outlook, and many people still use those for business, but then many people actually like to use the web version of Outlook as well. So most of the time, even on a PC, you're connected. And for a lot of people, Chrome browser is probably the first choice. So for those people, this would be very, very easy. You'll just feel at home. And on top of that, if you have an Android phone, then things should be absolutely cakewalk for you. So you have to eliminate that thought from your mind that this guy has to be connected always and I cannot do anything here if I'm not connected, because you can do. It's just that this is a separate environment from your PC or Mac environment. So you do not have Outlook here, you do not have Microsoft Office here. Instead of that, you have your Google Docs and Google Excels and all those versions are compatible. You can open the Google Doc versions in your Microsoft Office on your home PC or home desktop, and vice versa, and all those stuff. So there are not much problem there. But if you absolutely wanted to run Windows app here, then that won't be possible because this guy does not support it. On top of that, it runs on an ARM chipset, a ROC chip, a 1.8 gigahertz quad core chipset, which is an ARM chipset. So your Windows desktop applications won't run here. That's the main, I won't say that's a problem with the Chromebook, because the Chromebook are not made for that particular purpose, not made to run let's say Photoshop, or not made to run the desktop version of video editing software or those kind of things. But then that's still like, if you're an average user and you are open to the environment, then you might find that if you're more familiar to Windows and using those particular desktop software, then you won't be able to use those here. Basically, this won't run any x86 architecture software, and the 2 GB of RAM also is much less than what today's laptops or desktop carry, because mainly you do not have x86 software to run, so they assume that you don't need that much memory. But over a period of time, when you multitask on this device, you feel that lag, and that majorly the blame should go to the ROC chipset here. Another thing I want to show you is the Chrome Web Store. Of course, you must have seen the Chrome Web Store. So you have extensions, themes, and apps. Now here there is a filter called runs offline. So once you tick that, if you're actually looking for offline apps, if you travel a lot and do not have a constant connection, then all these apps can run offline. You see all these apps, you can go ahead and you can install these and use them even when you do not have an internet connection. Plus you can always sync all these stuffs when you're connected. So I actually tried to use a Chromebook as my primary laptop, a primary traveling laptop actually. We'll talk about it in the verdict. And I did not miss my Windows PC and my MacBook Pro much, but only while traveling. Now there the thing comes, should you actually buy a Chromebook? Now see, it's only 13,000, and 13,000 is very aggressively priced, but you have PC that you get in slightly if you pay slightly more than 13,000. Compared to those, this is a different ecosystem. So if you're open to the ecosystem and you want to run your desktop apps, then you'd be good to go with your PC or your Mac, not with the Chromebook. But if you already have a PC or something in a home, or you travel a lot and you mainly, let's say, write or do all those productivity works and not video editing and audio editing and those kind of work much, then this is a perfect companion for your traveling. And I would say you should actually consider this just like your Android phone. Need to be connected most of the time, but you can also work offline. So for traveling, this guy is very, very good, but only for traveling. Now it depends on you whether you want a laptop that you can also travel with, or you want a laptop that you can only travel with most of the time. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this, and we'll try to answer them all. And please subscribe to our channel and share this video to share the love. Thank you.